So in order to develop Lisa's demand for movies, we need to create a little situation where she has to choose between movies and something else. It's always got to be a trade-off and an opportunity cost that if you have a movie, there's something else you're not doing. So we have chosen soda as her alternative good, and we have the utility for soda there on the worksheet. And we can fill in marginal utility the way that we did before. We don't have anything at 0 because we haven't changed anything. The first soda gives her 75 units of utility. So the first soda is better than the first movie, right? I mean, within Lisa, we can compare, her utility for one soda is 75, and that's higher than her utility for one movie, which is 50. So she would be better off if she could only have one. She should pick one soda. So these numbers, it's a change. I guess we go from 4 to 5, going from 181 to 206. That's a difference of 25. Then from 206 to 225, it's a difference of 19, 18, 17, 16, and 15. So she has diminishing marginal utility for both goods, which is what we expect. Now, we want to find her optimal combination. What number of movies and sodas gives her the highest utility? Well, in order to do that, we need to know about the cost side. This is just the benefit side, her utility or happiness from different amounts of this and that. But we need to know the prices. So we're going to say the price of movies is $6, the price of sodas is $3, and she has a budget of $30 to spend on these two things. So there's 3 ways to find the optimal combination, and I'm going to show you all 3 because sometimes one is more comfortable than the other. So the first one is what I call the brute force method, and that is we just figure out what combinations are possible with these prices and this budget, and then which one gives the highest utility. So she could have no movies, and then she could have 10 sodas. Yeah, sorry. If she chose to have one movie, that would take up $6. She'd have 24 left. That would be 8 sodas, and we can just fill in these values here to show what combinations are possible for Lisa. And then we can see what the utility is at these different combinations. So if she had no movies and 10 sodas, her utility would be $291. We could just read that right off the table. At 1 and 8, she gets 50 from movies, $260 from the soda, and so together that's $310. 2 and 6 is 88 plus 225, or $313. And 5 sodas is $175. So we can see this is her optimal combination: 2 movies and 6 sodas. So that all makes perfect sense, I hope. The thing is, it's a bit cumbersome. It's a bit of a pain to calculate. I mean, it worked out okay in this example because we only had 6 possible combinations, but if we had a bigger budget and we had a lot of combinations, it would really be a lot of work to add up all those numbers. So this way, I explain it because I think it's very intuitive to find the highest utility, find all the possible utilities, and choose the highest. And then we chose that because the 313 was the highest. But it's not the most convenient way to go. So I'm going to show you the 2 other methods that are easier to use, and we'll see that using these other methods does get us to the same answer. And I'm going to just do another video because this one's already getting a little bit long.